Hello everyone and welcome back to Fleet Plays Rule the Waves 3. We're back and you join me as before we started I kind of got the itch to tinker. And so I've come up with a new generation of light cruiser for the Marine Nationale. For this new 20s 30 knot era. With a broadside of 6 5-inch guns. It's ludicrously powerful for the period, and I am absolutely happy to bring it into the fleet. But yeah, so we got well ahead of our opponents in carriers. We have 8, I think, yeah. 7. 7 light carriers in the fleet, including the one-off ex-Italian fast ironclad Riomberto that was turned into a colonial ship and is now our first light carrier, Gaul. So yeah, we are currently working our way towards we're in the 1920s now. It is the age of the carrier. We'll have to see how we do going forwards. It's hard to tell what's going to actually happen. Oh, did I? Where Timu? Was it on Discord? Was it on Twitch? Was it on... Where was it, Timu? Where was it? You got to tell me. Which one? Which one? Which link? Which link, Timu? Which link? There are lots of them. You got to be specific. Which one? Discord. That's not such a problem. Very few people from Discord actually come to the streams. But I will just go and fix that quickly. There we go. And we're back. Okay, so let's keep going. Looks like the Italians are spoiling for a scrap. I mean, good luck to them. Yeah, Japanese are mostly friendly. They can have that. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Austrians... Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Austrians and the Italians are knocking 7 bells out of each other, aren't they? Yeah, the Italians and the Austrians are knocking 7 bells out of each other. I mean, if the Italians want to start a war with the rank 2 navy on the planet, they're more than welcome to try. I mean, I'll take them on anywhere, anytime. I am the rank 2 navy. I'll take you fuckers on anywhere, anytime. Bring it. Like, bring it the fuck on. So the Flanders got rebuilt. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Hoches were supposed to get rebuilt, weren't they? Yeah. Do you have a rebuild? Oh, no, you don't. Okay, so you need a rebuild. Literally, it's just a quick refresh of the engines and improved directors for their main guns. And directors for their secondaries. Yeah, we're not gonna convert them to oil firing. This is basically just a last rebuild to keep them combat relevant into the early 20s. Or we build up the numbers of new capital ships, the Voltaires coming in. And we need, obviously, more ships as well. So we got to get... Because even the Voltaires coming only brings up to 5 modern dreadnought battleships, and I want more than that. I've got to keep up with the British, after all. The British are building a lot more than me, so I need to keep up. At least remain within shouting distance of the RN, which is what I'm trying to do. Although, the British are paying for it. They don't have nearly as large a heavy cruiser force. Actually, they've still got the old ones that they used to have. And they don't have nearly as large a light cruiser force either. Or as modern. So, yeah, politely, I'm still well up. Italy. I mean, honestly, you know what? Fine. They can have it. Basically because I can take it off them later on. Okay, that's good. We will build that once our battleships finish our reconstruction. How many for subs? We've got our newer tranche of subs. It's alright. Keep the old ones around. That's fine. No problem there. Okay, so our light carriers are working up. This is good. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fleet's losing it. Whoa. 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 Where did I've lost it. Hang on, 1 second. There we go. Yeah, watching the chat's a little bit of a iffy thing to do, but I'm trying my best. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, there we go. Okay, we're good. We are good. Okay, carry on. The Russians are okay. They're fine. We should have the budget to see all this work through. I have the prestige to burn. Hopefully it will reduce tensions with people other than the Italians. Bugger. Okay, if the Italians want a tango, then by golly, by jingo, we can fucking tango. We can absolutely bloody tango. Like, let there be no illusions. We can absolutely tango. Like, I can bring the noise, Italy. I have carriers. I'm the only nation on the planet that has carriers. And you think this is a... And you think that this is a good idea? You think that getting into a shooting war when you're already in a shooting war with me is a good idea, Italy? I mean, it ain't your smartest move. But, now that we have carrier conversions, we can take the Edgar Quinquets in for a carrier conversion. They are basically ideal for this. I think 27 knots is the maximum they will... Oh, no, hang on. How fast can we go? How fast can these go? That's fine. We'll have 6-inch casemates because they weigh a lot less. We need more AA. They're not dual purpose. Can we have 3-inch dual purpose? No, we can't. That's fine then. Oh, good lord. We don't need that level of turret armor. Jesus. Who gave them that idea? 34 aircraft. About 26 knots should be fine. Actually, no. Oh, 27 is the maximum I can take. Well, that's fine then. There we go. 27 knots, 6-inch guns, 34 aircraft. Honestly, we'll just have shielded casemates that are splinter-proof. We won't even carry. The fact, honestly, I'll just drop the number of 8-inch rounds down to 60. Like, if these ships are getting into gunfights, something's gone horribly, horribly wrong. But yeah, 27 knots, 34 aircraft. That's fine. There we are. Yes, I do want to rebuild those ships. Thank you very much. Since they will be out in 14 months. I'm going to halt the Dunkirk-class battle cruisers, because that will free up the budget to do everything else I need to do. And getting the Voltaires out into the fleet is more important. We have a pretty solid battle cruiser force already. It's fit for purpose, especially against what the Italians are running. So they're still running the same 3 battle cruisers. Sorry, correction, they have 1 new one, but good lord, that's not even worth to... Oh god, we're going to smoke them. We're going to absolutely wipe the floor with the Italians. Completely and utterly. Like, it's not even close. Right, okay. So there we go. So we got our new... if the US wants Guantanamo Bay, sure, let them. Let them. Like, if the Spanish were dumb enough to let a little exclave survive, then... sure. We will have a shooting contest. Mulhouse won. Very nice. Yes, we'll have a new fighter since we have our new carriers. Maneuverability and firepower, please. That's what matters. And also it helps build up our stocks of funds as well. There we go. Yeah, try and drop tensions with Italy. I am still in the, I'm still in the transition from the early to the modern Dreadnought battleship, so I would like to actually complete that transition before a war breaks out. Well, that's good. We use 14-inch guns on a lot of our ships, so yeah, having modern 14-inch rifles is not a bad idea at all. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. God, no. No, 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 no. Jesus, no, absolutely not. We're not getting into a shooting war with Great Britain. Absolutely not. I didn't realize things with Britain had skyrocketed. Build railroads. We need more railroads. We need France to industrialize. Get ahead. Stay ahead of the Germans, for God's sake. No, we're not going to keep. We will handle that discreetly and quietly. I'm trying to avoid getting into a shooting war just this time. So Hoche is done with her reconstruction. That's good. Now we can resume the Voltaire. Now we can resume the Dunkirks. The Voltaires are nearly done. That's good. We need to move. So seeing as the British are the more potent threat, so we'll move the old battleships are now in the Med. With those rebuilt, we can finally send the last of the old pre-dreadnoughts off to the breakers. Old Admiral Charnay, bless her, she's a bit long in the tooth, but, well, she's alright. Got the Guidons as overseas cruisers. They're doing fine. Then bring the modern force, so that's all of these ships, back up into Northern Europe. Actually, no, we'll leave. Yeah, so leave the 12-inch battlecruiser behind. Bring everything that isn't 12-inch out of the Med, because 12-inch ships in the Med, they can quite easily stare down the Italian Navy. They've still got the same mostly battle line they had before. So I'm not too bothered, and they just don't have the cruiser force really to contest. So again, what we will do though is we'll leave the carriers in the Med though, because that means we can keep an eye on that. So again, the modern destroyers of the Ark and Epi class can come back up to Northern Europe, and then I need to think of what I'm doing. So I think I'm gonna scrap the 500 tonners, which is fine. We're gonna keep the Gadagan class in reserve, but the Branalabas class, given their size, I think they would be very suitable for conversion into depth charge minesweepers, basically. In essence. They would be very, very useful in that role. Convert them into... ships that carry depth charges and mines. Give them at least a basic director for their guns. No torpedoes. Go. Perfect. That's fine. No problems at all. Oh, we need a little bit less topside load. Perfect. Yes, that's fine. Yep, that is a KE. And for a very little cost... Oh, okay, 4 depth charge loads. We can carry 2. Yeah, okay, we can carry 2. That is fine. Drop the speed down 25 knots. These are ships that are supposed to be going around. Yes, I do. Yes, I do want to do that. Because for very, very little cost, we can get a new build class of corvettes, which are going to be very useful for both ASW and minesweeping, which is kind of big. Lovely. Okay, so now we can have 3 and 4-inch guns in dual-purpose mounts. That is lovely. Which basically means we have heavy AA guns, which is nice to see. I don't know what's up with Twitch chat today, but it keeps disconnecting and reconnecting me all the damn time. Don't know what's going on there. But hey-ho, I guess Twitch is just being funny. But yeah, so keep going. There we go. So that's fine. Okay, the Spanish are officially building a 14-inch armed Super Dreadnought. A little bit slow, but that's fine. Given that the class of ships I'm currently building, I actually expect to be my last generation of slow battleships, the Voltaires. And what I plan to do, using the extra tonnage I've got, is I plan to actually drop the midships mount, up the guns to quads, and go to 18s. And use that little bit of extra weight to get a little bit of speed out of the ships. Slightly thicken the deck. Definitely thicken the turrets. And that gives us a ship that is very, very well immune. We could probably want to thicken the belt a little bit. There we go. That gives a decent immunity zone. Yeah, there we go. That's good. See if we could probably thicken the belt even more. Drop the turret thickness down a tad. And drop the secondary thickness down a tad. And put the 4-inch guns in single mounts, dual purpose. And make sure we carry light AA. Don't know if we're carrying submerged torpedo tubes. If we are, we should probably get rid of them. Yes, we are. Get rid of those. Honestly, I'm going to drop down to normal, but we'll have 24 knots, and that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I'm happy with that. That's the Bouvet. 18-inch guns, 2 quads. Better fire control. Job's a good. Oh, hang on. Perfect! That'll be France's first class of faster battleship. Once again, the poor old Dunkirks get halted to make sure we stay in the black. The US government wants to lift us out of the black. That's fine. Jolly good. Okay, we've got new carriers. We have 20-inch guns. Holy sh... Okay, we may actually be about to have a war with Britain. Does Britain have any allies at all? Nope. Britain has no friends. So we basically flip the script. Oh, no, that's fine. We've got it all set up as we want to be anyway. So we have the modern cruisers in Northern Europe. We have the older ships in the Mediterranean. Let's make sure we have the older ships active in the Med as well. Because that's where they need to be. Activate the older destroyers in the Med, ready to go. Modern destroyers are ready to go as well. We've got the ships for trade protection ready to go as well. The old battlecruiser Heroine is in the Med. She's where she needs to be. The modern battlecruiser Nantes is in Northern Europe. She's where she needs to be. We've got our first 2 carriers coming in with the Edgar Quinquets. They're in Northern Europe. They're where they need to be. Give it to match off against Britain's 1 carrier. Although actually, given that's the case, I'm going to actually bring the Duplex class back into Northern Europe just because that gives me massive overmatch against the RN in the air. We'll leave the Riumberta Gaul in the Mediterranean because that's where she'll be fine. Where is the other one? She's not done yet. No, she's nearly done. Yes, I do. Because we are probably going to get into a shooting war with Great Britain. I don't think it can be avoided. Yes, I will happily buy that because that will help me with the problem of I'm about to be at war with Great Britain, and that is not a good thing. If naval patrol aircraft, range, and bomb load is what matters now. Yep, I'm not surprised they're about to war us. Before we actually do anything else, Let me just make sure. So, coastal fortifications. Western France. So we have... Yep, let's expand those air bases. And also expand the air base. That's fine. Let's make sure that we have more air bases. So we want an air base at Brest. We want an air base at Saint-Nazaire. We want one at... we have... do we have one at Cherbourg? I'm sure we have one at Cherbourg. I thought we had one at Cherbourg. Apparently we do not have one at Cherbourg, do we? Let's have a look. Show me. Ooh, hang on. A little bit of this. Thank you. There we go. Okay, stop it! Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sorted by location. There we go. Okay, so, yep. Brest, Cherbourg, Saint-Nazaire. Okay, so we don't have... That's fine. So we can't have one at Dunkirk. No, never mind. Still, we're going to have enough aircraft, I think, to make sure that the channel is definitely French. Yes, indeed, I do want new aircraft. Brilliant, fantastic. That is great. We'll have massive overmatch against the Royal Navy. Oh. They're both unassigned. I don't really care. Oh, torpedo boat squadrons. We should probably do that. We are France, after all. It would be very weird if we did not. How many more? I can build 10? Can I? Can I actually build... Oh, 2. Well, that's fine. Let's build 2. Are we building 2? Yes, we are. Okay, brilliant. And let's build... And let's build 2 MBT squadrons in Algeria, because... not Algeria. Actually, yes, Algeria. Because that means they can do funny things in the Mediterranean. It's funny. But in the channel, they're going to have a whale of a time messing with the Brits. Laughs hysterically in French isms. And off we go to the left. Okay, so... Airbase. We can have one at La Rochelle. Very nice. Build locations. We can have one at Dunkirk. I like this as a concept. Let's go. Let's have them. Let's have those air bases. Thank you very much. Because we need more aircraft. Yes. Yes. Expand it. I need more aircraft. I'm not going to be caught napping like the Ottoman games. I ain't doing it. Okay, so now we have 2 Dunkirk's building. That's good. We need new cruisers. We absolutely need those new cruisers. That is what we need more than anything else. We have modern battleships. We're building modern battle cruisers. We need new cruisers. We've got ASW ships coming in, which is good. In terms of subs, let us actually start constructing 12 medium-range submarines every year. Let's just get that going to a drumbeat, because I reckon we are going to go to war with Britain. And I want to be absolutely ready when that happens. So that's fine. We've got... Yep, so we've got our carriers. Perfect, that's good. No problems there at all. And I was expecting this war with Britain to come, but it's not come yet. We're right at the brink of a war warning, and for once I'm ready for it, and it's not coming. I was expecting... Yeah, I was expecting a war, and it's not... It's not come. Yeah, I was expecting there to be more. More things. Can we expand our bases? No, okay, that's fine. We can only have 40 aircraft in an airbase, but that's fine. honestly, I'll take the budget, but I'm more bothered about the gigantic Royal Navy that's sat right there looking at me funny. If it's all the same to you, sir. Honestly, if I'm thinking about it, not many of our ships actually have, anti-aircraft guns, if I'm thinking about it, if I'm honest. So I think what I'm going to do is well, first of all, fit you with an improved rate, and I'm going to cover you in AA guns. And we'll put these 3-inch in single mounts and give you some heavy AA battery. That's fine. I'll drop it down to 8 guns. That's fine. That'll do. That's okay. I'm not regunning them because that would cost too much and take too long. We're not doing that. The Voltaires do not have AA guns. Oh, neither does Britannia. Oh, okay. Yes, you, my friend, you need AA guns, and you have the decent fire control. That is fine. You will have thingies going up into the sky. That is good. Let's also make sure that you have some decent AA as well. I forgot about medium AA on the other things. I will not forget about it here. There we go. You now have a decent AA battery. That is fine. No, we're not fitting them with oil firing. We don't have the time right now. I'm sat here looking down the barrel of a war with Great Britain, and I don't really have the time to go around reboilering all of France's capital ships. It ain't happening. Get them into the yards. Get them rebuilt. Get them all rebuilt. Get them the modern fire controls. Get them the things. Get them the things. Get them the things they need. Get them the things they need. Get them the things they need. Get them the things. There we go. Get them the things they need. There we go. Yes, that's fine. I know it could have improved guns, but right now I need things that are I need them reworked. Come on. Everybody into the yards. Just get them in. Cram them in there. Cram them in the yards. Just shove them in the yards. Give them some fucking AA guns and call it quits. Somebody do something. 100 tons overweight. She'll be fine. Fleet just chanting about shoving ships into the yards for rebuilds. Get him in the yards. Get him in the yards. It'll be fine. She'll be right, mate. Oh, she has 6-inch guns. That's no good. Get him down to singles. Let's have 16 guns. Make them 4-inch. There we go. Dual purpose 4-inch guns. Ain't it lovely? Give her 15 medium AA guns and 11 light AA. Ain't it lovely? Jolly good. Get them in the yards. Get them in the yards. Do it. Just like a 3-month period where we're spending fuck tons of money getting ready for this hypothetical war with Great Britain that I'm absolutely certain is gonna break out any second now. There it is. I knew it was coming. It's alright, in a month, in the month the lads are going to be out. It's fine. The lads are going to be out in a month. It's fine. It was well worth the doing to do what we've done. Well worth it. It was absolutely worth it. Where are we? Okay. 40 aircraft. You're being expanded. You're good. Okay, we have our aircraft. Okay, we need more aircraft. There we go. Give them more. Give them more aircraft. There we go. Okay, brilliant, fantastic. You've got your aircraft. That's good. You all have your aircraft. That is good. Good. We've got our MTB squadrons. That is good. Very, very good indeed. That means we can menace things. We got our new submarines getting ahead of the game before we actually before we actually need to. That is good. So we'll have our battleships back out with their AA refits. This is fine. We've got our carriers ready to go. We've got our other things ready to go. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. You come out to protect trade. You guys come out of mothballs and the reserves to protect trade. You guys are in the med. You're the med force. You guys are off to protect trade. And some of you guys are off to protect trade. That's your job. The rest of you guys are off up to Minesweep for the fleets in Northern Europe, and 4 of you guys are staying down in the Med to do minesweeping down here. There we go. That's fine. That's good. Okay. Right. We're all set. The British now have a choice. They can concentrate at home if they want, but the Marine Nationale will have dominance in the Mediterranean, and that will mean we can invade Gibraltar. And we also have the secret weapon of naval aviation. The British have 1 carrier. That's it. 1 singular carrier. I have 2 carriers and 7 light carriers. This is not going to go well for them. Good luck, Britain, but I don't hold out my chances for you. I am happy to fight in the Med. Oh, a cruiser action off Madagascar. I don't think I have anything off Madagascar. If I'm honest. I don't think I have anything there. Yeah, I didn't think I did. Okay. A cruiser action off Iceland. Well, I do have modern cruisers. The British don't have many of those at all. And we do have the Reykjavik airship base to scout for us and find hostile ships. Give me 25 knots. Let's close and see what these are. It's a pair of British light cruisers. Something they have less of, we have more of. What are we looking at? Cranesforth class light cruiser. Okay, they're modern. They are modern, but the Lavosiers are much more heavily protected. And they can bring the same amount of guns to bear on the broadside. Well, 1 less gun to bear on the broadside as the Carriagefort class can. And we're better protected against 6-inch shell fire than those guys are. This is only going to end one way. The French ships are going to walk away with this fight. Basically because we're better protected than they are. I think we've got better fire control as well. Okay, and turn, and turn, and turn, and turn, and turn. Well, I can have either one of them now. Come on. Accept the inevitable. Accept your doom. Don't run from me. Don't run from me. Come on. Don't run. Don't run from me. I mean, fine, you can run from me. I don't care. Either way, I win. Yeah, their first test out, the Lavoisier class has done very well indeed. I think Lavoisier is one of a kind. I didn't think any of her sisters got built. Yeah, I didn't think any of her sisters got... No, yeah, Lavoisier was one of a kind. She traded 2 guns for... Yeah, she traded a gun for much thicker armor to be slightly faster. But both of those cruisers have borne up very well indeed. Yeah, they did very well indeed there. Yeah, seizing Iceland was a really good idea. Like, having Iceland will pay off in great detail in the future. Like, massively. We'll be able to impose a submersible blockade on Britain once we've got our medium subs. We can blockade Britain, hunt their trade anywhere on the high seas. But, we'll see. Okay. No, he did fine. No, he did fine. He did fine. There we go. So that's all of... Okay, so the British have sent... The British have sent a force to invade Madagascar. What have they got in the region? One battle cruiser. One battle cruiser. What was it? One battle cruiser, 4 light cruisers. That's a significant commitment. Well, in that case then, if that's the way it is, we'll send the Hoshes. The better cruisers of the Mediterranean Fleet. And a squadron of the Mediterranean Fleet's destroyers. To the Indian Ocean. And then we shall see. I'm not sending the Mediterranean Fleet's only battle cruiser. I don't know if she'd match up well against what's out there, given that the British battle cruisers have gotten a little bit terrifying. Some of them aren't. I mean, it could just be something like the Princess Royals or some of the Inconstants. Glorious. Maybe even incomparable. Or inflexible. Or it could be one of the Furious class, which Heroine cannot actually beat. Okay. Actually, with light forces, what are we throwing into this? What are we throwing in? A bunch of our destroyers. Okay, that's fine. Attack enemy ships in general. Let's get that done. Yeah, the problem we have is that our destroyers are not. They're not terrible per se, but they're not built for sort of destroyer actions. They're built as fleet escorts. That's the one area where I think the British have us beat. They have much better and more modern destroyers than we do. Yeah, they're... no, again, those are... They've got bigger guns, to be sure, but... I'm looking at them, and... Yeah, they've got bigger guns, to be sure. Yeah, the Mohawks are a problem. They've got 3 5-inch. But... Yeah, the problem is our 3-inch guns were very much more... We'll have to see. We'll see how it goes. They've got a lot of speed on us, but we have more and better torpedoes compared to them. So let's try and close the range, make our lighter guns work for us. Not let them keep the range compared to us. To be fair, they're the ones who want to actually run away, so... And I mean, by moving around like this, they are just drawing down French naval aviation. They're drawing away from their coast towards ours. Like, we're well within torpedo bomber range for... multiple French air bases. We have the squadrons. We can easily... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we can easily do it. Come on. Sortie the squadrons. Come on, let's get the strike package out. Come on. Get it over here. Let's get it over here. Come on, before night falls and we lose them. Come on. Get it over here. Ah, bugger. Night. Why would you close in like that? That's suicide. Okay, one of their destroyers torpedoed one of ours, which is very annoying. Although we're going to get the Mallard in exchange, which is a nice reconciliation prize. She's a much more powerful ship than ours. And she is... Ah, no, you're not. You are not getting a reprieve. Die now. Thank you. It was an even trade, but my ships were smaller. This still isn't the British have moved to the 5-inch gun destroyer way too early. It's not the era of that ship yet. It's only 1923. This is still the era of the 3- and 4-inch gun destroyer. So my older ships can still give a good account of themselves. No, he's done fine so far. There we go. All forward main armament. That's something. Is it better than our current float plane scout? It isn't in any way. How can they dominate the seas around Tunisia? Like, we're on our way to the Indian Ocean. And then the British moved a force into the Indian Ocean to... Of course they did. Right, send the Mediterranean fleet's battle wagons back. Along with the destroyers. And the cruisers. And since we're dealing with what now seems to be a one-off, and they've actually left Northern Europe mostly, let's actually release Aquitaine to go to the Indian Ocean. She's the oldest of the 12-inch battle cruisers, which is more than a match for anything the British have. Problem is, we will be blockading the British if they do not reevaluate their strength in Northern Europe. Okay. Now these are the 19 knots. They've not been out there that long. What is it? Why is she out there? Oh, she was transiting through to southeast. Good lord, she hasn't had a rebuild since 1902. She'd be no good to anybody. Okay. Oh, is this just a full-on fleet action? No, it's not. Apparently. Okay, apparently it's not a full-on fleet action. It's our battle cruisers against theirs. But we do have a carrier with us. That's something. I would like to have more carriers with us, but I hope. That's fine. Never mind. Okay. Oh, night action. I'm not keen on that. Night actions are never good. No, I'm sorry. I'm not fighting a night action. Which, no, we're not doing that. We're not playing that game. He says, as he's about to be forced to play that game. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I'm not playing that game. We're going to Iceland. I'm not playing that game. I only take night actions if they're in my favour. And that I had no chance to gauge. I had absolutely no chance to gauge the enemy's force structure in that engagement. None. So I had no idea what he actually had. Oh! That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. That's very good. Oh, very nice. I don't know where the bloody carriers are going. Apparently they've decided to wander to the north, but it's fine. They're out of the battle then, at least they're safe. Carrier, singular, I should say. It's safe. It's fine. Yes, we'll end the scenario. Yeah, I had no way to actually get a bead on what the enemy's forces were. And in a confusing night action like that, there's no way to know that I was overwhelmingly outnumbering them at all, unfortunately. And without knowing that, it was the safe bet. Like, for example, yeah, for example, they brought a lot of their older ships. Inflexible, Inconstant. There. Yes, Halfman. Yeah, that would have been a wipe. That would have... My battle cruisers in an open, clear day engagement would have absolutely kicked the shit out of those British ships. They've taken Madagascar. Okay, the British have sunk a neutral liner. Stupid British. This is why we fight our submarine wars on prize rules. Can't believe the British are going around nicking my bloody colonies, you cheeky bastards. Well, two can play at that little game. Well, they can't really do it for too long, given that... Yeah, they've moved a massive force out to the Far East to do presumably funky shit in the Indian Ocean. The loss of Madagascar, it doesn't actually even hurt that much. It's value 2. It's not... This isn't what I'd call significant losses here. I mean, I'm half tempted to go for broke and concentrate the majority of my battleships in the... In fact, yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to concentrate the majority of my battleships in Northern Europe. And I'm going to leave Heroine, the battlecruiser, holding down the Med. She can do that. And what that'll mean is I'll then be blockading the British, which will force them to pull this fleet out of the Indian Ocean. Which should, in theory, free up Heroine to go up into the Indian Ocean and enable the reinvasion of Madagascar. At least that's the theory. Because now it should flip entirely. The British should be the ones blockaded, and I should be the one who is actually just fine. Because the British fleet has decided to go off to Southeast Asia. For reasons I don't fully... Ooh, okay, game, are you alright? We've got the spinning blue ball of death, but nothing else besides that. Oh, my game's okay. Come on, rule the waves. You're usually fine. I'm just gonna put this up in case it crashes. 1 second. Okay, it won't let me click anything. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just gonna... that's a bit weird. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. That's very strange. Okay. Let's get the old task manager open. Rule the waves. Are you okay? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I can't actually click anything inside of this window here. Like, when mouse is inside here, it can't click anything. There we go. Yeah, end that process. And if I bring this down, I think, yeah, I should be able to... Hang on, if it'll let me. Oh. No. Okay, now that's frozen as well. I think my PC might be locking up here. This is not okay. Okay, what's going on? I'm gonna force shut down my PC because, I don't know what's going on here. This is very weird. This is not good. Oh my god, this is not good at all. I don't know what's gone on here. The computer's clearly still running. Let me... Yeah, it's not... Yeah, it's not doing anything, any processes. It's not... Good lord, what the hell is going on? I'm going to have to force shut it down.